English Learning Podcast.
Ugh, 5 more minutes.
Laughing, Alex, wake up. We're recording.
I'm up. Just clearing the brain fog.
See? That is exactly what we need to talk about today. That feeling right when you wake up.
You mean the feeling of wanting to go back to sleep?
No. Well, yes, but I mean that specific time of day. Let me ask you, and our listeners, a question. What is the very first thing you do when you open your eyes? Be honest.
Honestly, I grab my phone, I check Instagram, then I check the news, then I realize I've wasted 20 minutes and I'm late for work.
Exactly. And that is where most English learners go wrong. They start their day with distraction, not intention. But what if you could turn that first 20 minutes into your biggest superpower for fluency?
A superpower? That sounds promising.
It is. Today, we are breaking down the ultimate English morning routine. We aren't talking about studying grammar books at 6 a.m. We're talking about simple habits that naturally fit into your life.
I like the sound of that. Simple is my favorite word.
If you want to stop feeling stuck in your language learning, stick around. This episode is going to change how you start your day. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Daily, the podcast where we help you speak English naturally and confidently.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Alex. And guys, before we dive in, please do us a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button and the like button. It really helps us create more free lessons for you.
Yes, please do. Now, Alex, let's talk mornings. Why is the morning so important for learning English?
Well, scientifically speaking, isn't your brain freshest in the morning?
Precisely. Your brain has just reset. You haven't had a stressful meeting yet. You haven't sat in traffic yet. You have a clean slate. But most people fill that clean slate with social media scrolling.
Guilty as charged. So how do we fix this? Because I'll be honest, Sarah, I am not going to sit at a desk and write an essay at 7 a.m.
Nor should you. That's the quickest way to quit. The key to a successful morning routine is a concept called habit stacking.
Ooh, fancy term. Habit stacking. What does that mean?
It's actually very simple. You take a habit you already do, like brushing your teeth or making coffee, and you stack a new habit on top of it. You connect them.
Okay, I see. So I make coffee every single morning. I can't survive without it.
Perfect. So your new rule is, I cannot drink my coffee until I have done 5 minutes of English listening.
Oh, that's smart. The coffee is the reward.
Exactly. And this leads us to step 1 of the routine, input.
Input, meaning listening or reading, right?
Right. In the morning, you don't want to force your brain to work too hard yet. You just want immersion. You want to surround yourself with the sounds of English while you are waking up.
So this could be listening to a podcast, like this one.
Yes, or the news. But here is the trick, Alex. It has to be audio. Why? Because you need your hands free to get ready.
That makes sense. So while I'm brushing my teeth or making my toast, I'm listening. But Sarah, do I need to understand 100% of it? Because sometimes my brain is still slow in the morning.
That's a great question. No. In the morning, we are aiming for passive listening. You are just letting the rhythm and intonation of the language wash over you. It wakes up the English centers of your brain.
I love that. No pressure, just listening. Okay, so I've got my coffee, I'm listening to a podcast, I've done my immersion. What's next?
Step 2 is where we get a little more active. We need to wake up your mouth muscles. We call this the mirror technique.
The mirror technique. Is this where I look in the mirror and tell myself how handsome I am?
If that helps your confidence, sure. But for English, I want you to talk to yourself.
Talk to myself? People might think I'm crazy, Sarah.
Let them think that. Look, most learners struggle because they only speak English once or twice a week in a class. You need consistency. Every morning, look in the mirror while you're washing your face and narrate your plan for the day.
Narrate my plan? So today I am going to work, I need to finish that report, then I will go to the gym.
Exactly, but say it out loud. This bridges the gap between thinking and speaking. It prepares your brain to produce English.
I guess that's pretty easy. It only takes maybe 2 minutes.
1 or 2 minutes, that's it. But if you do that every day for a year, that's hours of speaking practice you didn't have before.
True. It builds momentum.
Yes, use that word. Momentum is huge. Once you start the day with English, you feel proud of yourself. You're more likely to study later in the day because you've already won the morning.
Okay, so we have input, listening, and output, speaking to the mirror. Is there a step 3?
There is one final step for the ultimate routine, and this one is for the people who really want to improve their vocabulary. It's the one-sentence journal.
Just one sentence?
Just one. Buy a small notebook, keep it next to your coffee machine. Every morning, write down one sentence about how you feel or what you are grateful for.
I am grateful for this coffee.
Perfect. Or, I feel a bit tired today because I stayed up late. The goal is to make writing feel easy, not like a chore.
I think that's where I fail. I try to do too much. I try to study for an hour, I get overwhelmed, and then I quit.
That is the most common mistake. We want this routine to be sustainable. If it's too hard, you won't do it. If it's 15 minutes, 5 minutes listening, 2 minutes speaking, 1 minute writing, you can do that forever.
Sustainable. That's a key word right there.
It really is. You know, Alex, there is another technique I want to mention for the input phase. Have you heard of shadowing?
Oh, shadowing. Yes, that's where you repeat exactly what the speaker says right after they say it.
Yes. It's challenging, but it's amazing for pronunciation. If you have high energy one morning, try to shadow the podcast you are listening to. Mimic their speed, their emotion, their pauses.
That actually really helps with intonation. Sometimes I sound like a robot. Hello, how are you?
Exactly. Shadowing helps you flow. Okay, let me recap this morning routine to make sure I've got it. 1. Habit stacking. Connect English to coffee or brushing teeth. 2. Input. Listen to a podcast for immersion. 3. Output. Talk to yourself in the mirror about your day. 4. Writing. Just one sentence in a journal.
You got it. And the whole thing takes less than 15 minutes.
And no grammar books?
No grammar books, just using the language.
I think I can actually do this. It feels productive, but not stressful.
That's the goal. When you start your day being productive in English, you stop feeling guilty about not studying enough. You know you've already done something good for yourself.
And you stop wasting time scrolling through social media, seeing what everyone else is doing.
Exactly. Focus on your growth.
All right, Sarah, we used some really good vocabulary words in that conversation. I think it's time for the vocabulary breakdown.
Let's do it. We have 7 key words today that will help you sound more professional and natural.
What is the first one?
The first word is habit stacking. Definition. This is a productivity strategy where you add a new habit onto an existing habit. Example, I am using habit stacking to learn English. I listen to a podcast every time I wash the dishes.
I love that one. The second word is immersion. Definition, the state of being completely surrounded by something. In language learning, it means surrounding yourself with the language so you hear it everywhere.
Example, you don't need to live in the USA to get immersion. Just change your phone settings and radio to English.
Great explanation. Next up is brain fog. Definition, a state of confusion or lack of mental clarity. You usually feel this when you are tired or just woke up.
Example, I need a second cup of coffee. I still have terrible brain fog this morning.
I feel that every day. Okay, number 4 is shadowing. Definition, a language learning technique where you repeat an audio text immediately after hearing it to practice pronunciation.
Example, my accent has improved so much since I started shadowing American YouTubers.
A very powerful technique. The next word is momentum. Definition, the strength or force that allows something to continue or grow stronger as time passes.
Example, if you skip 3 days of practice, you lose your momentum and it's hard to start again.
Keep that momentum going, guys. Word number 6 is consistency. Definition, the quality of always behaving or performing in a similar way, or of always happening in a similar way, doing something regularly.
Example, success in English isn't about intelligence, it's about consistency. Practice a little bit every day.
And our final word is productive. Definition, achieving or producing a significant amount or result, getting things done effectively.
Example, I woke up early, so I had a very productive morning.
So there you have it. The 7 words are habit stacking, immersion, brain fog, shadowing, momentum, consistency, and productive.
We hope you wrote those down in your new one-sentence journal.
Sarah, before we go, we need to ask our listeners the question of the day.
Yes, we want to hear from you in the comments. Here is the question. What is the one habit you want to add to your morning routine tomorrow?
Maybe it's listening to a podcast, maybe it's the mirror technique, or maybe it's just drinking water.
Whatever it is, tell us in the comments below. We read every single one.
And don't forget to check the description for a summary of today's lesson.
Thanks for listening to English Daily. Have a productive morning.
See ya.